Hey guys, so I recently played in FTIU for a low-level team, and we lost semis in the stupidest way possible. Stay tuned to figure out what that is, because it was so sad. Anyways, here's the VOD from the stream.
Blitz on this map is, thank God, you have a way to get back. You can just go back up this side on Clam Blitz Scorch if something really, really horrible happens. And that's a great tool for recouping with your team, building a special, taking a little bit of extra pain. Ooh, we've got that good machine play coming out from the start.
Plans for Ellicott to push in, there will be enough, and just like that, the barrier's broken, and now the floodgates are open for them to continuously get this first score. Yeah, always fun to see these teams popping up out of nowhere and hopping into these tournaments every now and then. But now we're seeing Chroma themselves trying to get a push going here, as Ellicott did get a very good initial push down past that 60-point threshold here.
Here's the problem also, with having your bubble a little too far away from the basket on a map like this, you have to push ahead of that ahead of that bubble to still get your clams into the basket. And when you're facing a team like Liquid here that has three bombs, it can be a bit difficult.
But this roller is here, will eventually get taken down, and there's overtime now for Chroma. One final opportunity remains.
Alright, we have the bubble coming out here, and unfortunately, that's so sad. That bubble was placed really well to start taking this area, and they're gonna jump right back. Oh, they don't die to the strike? Wow. And they have to bring that clam in right now, or they're gonna run out of time here. So sad.
So this game served as a lesson on how we should combat this team. I mentioned that the roller was a big issue, so we took that into account the next game.
Ooh, I would love to see some Gloogadooly gameplay. You saw that double 5-star Gloogie badge? Not yet, but maybe down the line.
Instead of the T-Tech, we will see still those Tri-Strikes. The Tri-Strikes and Bubble are going to be really, really important to both of these teams.
Ooh, we're seeing our first fight here, challenging the Heavy Edit. Unfortunately, they go down here, but forcing them to come back is an opportunity to bring that Rainmaker in. Chroma trying to prove me wrong, saying, you know what, actually, we're going to push first.
Yeah,
That's what they need to do. They need to shake Illiquid's very strong power that they already have shown off.
And just like that, Chroma will be the first ones to make their first blood. They will be able to get that checkpoint pop, but will they go any further? Two members are down. The Tri-Strikes are there to at least keep this push going. The bubble pop will be in their favor, but it won't be as much. But Ellicott will actually quickly go down there as the Rainmaker will fall, but still, the Rainmaker is so far into Ellicott's spot that they needed to create some space here and knock out these members of Chroma Vortex. These players just trying to jump in and retain control of mid to keep the momentum on their side, but will it be enough?
I think the big thing here we've seen from Chroma Vortex in this first minute is how much more paint they're putting. Ooh, now this is the opportunity Illiquid would want, but unfortunately with two of them down, it is a 2v2 here. If I'm Chroma Vortex, I'm putting these strikes down, and I'm not giving these guys much time to be able to spawn back in. I'm grabbing that Rainmaker, and I'm going to start making my move. Wreck, running this Rainmaker back the other side. You don't want that Rainmaker on your side, and you've got the bubble here, so you can fire some Rainmaker shots nice and safe over here, and once that paint is there, get past that second checkpoint. Start just earning those points. Running in here with those strikes, unfortunately going down just as the opportunity arises, but Inko is ready to keep this going. The last person alive says, you know what, if I'm already here, why don't I at least try to waste some time, buy my teammates some time to jump on into me, to be able to paint the map, to be able to get back to mid. But Shetty's not going to make it easy for Inko to hang out here.
Not at all, but at least Chroma will maintain control of mid a little bit, so they will at least have that space to work with and to make Ellicott's job a little bit more difficult, but not quite if they will manage to find two picks right there. Only the Neo Splash and the Edit left, but those Tri-Strikes could be dangerous here. The Zuka being popped yet again to try to counter it, but maybe a clear path will be open for Ellicott to get this checkpoint. No! Quickly shut down by Chroma. The Chroma's defense has been really on point here, but now a 2v2 situation will allow Ellicott to finally get that checkpoint pop.
Absolutely. The strikes have been really good for Chroma this game. The strikes prevented Illiquid from being able to get their first push. The strikes have slowed down Illiquid all across this game. They've been keeping them in their place, and if you're on the eyes of Chroma Vortex right now, you're probably not pushing up with this Rainmaker. Oh, and as soon as I talk about strikes, here's some more, but the strikes can't reach all the way over to that Rainmaker. There is one player over there by the rain. Can they keep their teammates safe and take them out in time? That's gonna be a wipeout. Oh, no.
Things can turn really dangerous here. One last opportunity. Ellicott have an opportunity to go straight in. They need to get in, though. This mid-decapitator is in the left side, but no! It will be quickly shut down by Chroma Vortex, barely able to stop that Rainmaker in its tracks. And now, Vic, we are even 1-1 in this set, but that was down to the wire. To really allow them to have some space to operate, it could be proven deadly if they stick with the same comps, but we did see a comp change before. Let's see if we see another one here. Remaining the same on one side, I believe. On the other side, we will see that return of the Neo sloshing machine, so very interesting, but still we see Shetty there on that roller, and we see not fallerr on that mid-decapitator. A key matchup to watch for sure.
I think switching to the Neo is very good here. Those, like, listen, I'm a big point sensor lover when I'm the one using it, and I'm a big point sensor hater when it's being used against me. Hop out here, Shetty being such a nuisance right now. It's so fun to watch. Because they have to do something about that. They can't just let this roller run rampant behind him. Oh, here they come around the right-hand side. They're not getting the pick. You know they wanted it so bad.
And then another interesting thing, both teams have those tri-strikes, of course, can shift the momentum for the zone control here. You see now on the other side, trying that mid-decapitator will actually quickly fall there, so both teams have been able to at least shut down the other team's closer range weapon here. Now Draco will be forced to regroup with the rest of their team, but fallerr will at least take out Funky and take them down with them. But off of the back of that, at least, actually, Chroma now will at least contest the zone and force the penalty, but still very heavily contested as Draco will allow their team to jump in. In the driver's seat, Ellicott does have the lead, but Chroma Vortex is going towards that for sure as they're out of their penalty here. fallerr trying to get a pick onto Funky, but Funky will finally have their number here. A quick trade, actually, as the roller will squash, I believe, Shetty there. And you see the tri-strikes going out, trying to contest this. It is a slim 1-point lead in the favor of Chroma here.
It is a lead swap, which is what Chroma desperately needed. Back is very good, but nobody goes down here. This cooler going down directly into the enemy ink can be good, but if you get in too close, you end up getting taken down, barely avoiding getting killed by that curling bomb. Would be quite unfortunate there to see that happen. And here's going to be yet another zone swap. Dude, I wish we could have a statistic of how many times the zone has been taken, but look at this map. The zone might be purple, but everything around it is very orange. This is not what you want to see if you're on the side of Ellicott. You need to take the paint around the zone as well, or you can lose it very fast. And once you do, oh, okay, all right, okay, now we're looking purple, and that was a Zuka shot.
It was, and that might have secured them that lead. Ellicott now in a good situation here, as now Chroma really does have to throw themselves at the point. You see a quick pick from Funky onto V-Rank. That could be huge there. 10 ticks left. Chroma need to throw everything they have at the point, but will it be enough? There doesn't look like to be enough paint. The tri-strikes come in a little too late, and now Ellicott punch back 2-1, knocking at the door for their ticket to go to Grand Finals.
Now this game was the most intense by far. You'll see. Just watch.
Oh no!
Oh
Anyway.
Yeah, but shifting away from that...
Go where your teammates are, or just to get out of a bad situation is so important. And when you're playing in TC, really the start of this game is all about trying to avoid that early wipe, because once one team has control of that tower with a number of players up simultaneously, they're getting free special all the time for being on this tower. Absolutely, they weren't even shaken for that long with this strikes here. They got all the way to 41 here. This is the machine. You gotta remember, the thing about sloshing machine, here comes with a good slap. The thing about sloshing machine, I know this push is going back in the other direction here, sloshing machine can cover basically the entire tower. If you're the machine player and you're not on that tower, you want to wait for the enemy team to try and hop on and start just sloshing away. Start sloshing away, you're gonna hit somebody.
Bubble will be played, maybe a giant target now on that, but no, all specials being popped by Ellicott here. Shetty in a great position, 3 players down for Chroma. Things are looking dire for them now, as potentially Ellicott can swoop in and take this lead.
We have to be very careful here. I don't think that this lead gets stopped here. This is a free lead swap, but will it be a free checkpoint is another question. The Zuka coming out, the strikes coming out, they want this checkpoint out of the way really quick, and they get past the checkpoint, which is super important that this happens here. Trying to get a few more points. fallerr jumping at this tower here, slowing down any more approaching, and Shetty still in this corner, unable to get out. Now it's in the hands of Chroma and Vortex to see if they can fix this in the next minute.
Now, Ellicott will be pushing them back into this midpoint now without a lot of time to work with. Things need to change for the better, and they need to happen quickly.
going down on the side of Shetty is unfortunate though, because if you're Chroma Vortex, you don't want them alive. It's unfortunate if you're on Ellicot's side, but it's great if you're on Chroma Vortex. Just don't leave that tower behind. All right, we still have somebody on the tower. I thought I stopped moving for a second. Here's gonna be that GG Strikes trying to slow things down here, taking out one player, but still a 3v3 for both these teams. The cooler out, and two going down on the side of Chroma Vortex, so when they need to be on that tower, rush it too fast and bad things can happen here. Ooh, the 2v3. This is going to be your overtime scenario here. 2v2. Can they stop? They have to get this heavy edit away. Oh, and that's going to be the heavy edit going down. That's the lead spot.
It's not about who punches first or who punches hardest, but it's always about who is the last one standing. And the last one standing there, they were able to continue that final push. Chroma yet again punched back, and it almost seems scripted, but we're at a game 5. But that seems like just the theme of this. This is just how both these teams are evenly matched. It was back and forward between all 4 maps, between all 4 games, and it's only fitting that we move to game 5. Wouldn't you say so, Vic? Lembeaster versus one of these teams. So whichever team it is, who knows? But it's all down to game number 5.
Here we go here. Oh no! They kept the heavy edit!
Interesting. Both teams actually keeping that edit. Both teams are running that edit, so maybe a little bit different change of pace here, or maybe a different strategy coming out from both these teams, but both teams remain steady with at least their basic comps here. We know what to expect, but already actually Chroma losing that edit, that is huge. There is a cooler down, and now an advantage for Illichit early. With that ball, actually quickly switch over to their backline in the edit, allowing them to really move up with the rest of their team. And moving up, they will eventually go in, but quickly shut down by that Zuka and the rest of Illichit there. A great defense will force Chroma back.
One really good push. And here goes a couple more players from Illichit going down here. It's gonna be a 1v3 situation here. Funky can't go down, or else those clams are gonna go in.
And with that wipeout, that is a giant sign to say, hey, push, 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 and that is what Chroma's doing, knocking it down to the 59-point mark. Now, that is key. You are under that 60-point threshold, what you want to be under, because not only does it allow you to maintain the lead after getting that pity clam and another ball in, but it really allows you to have a little bit of a cushion to play with. But they can't rest on that lead for sure, as Ellicott are a resilient team. However, with a minute and 25 seconds left, there is limited time to really work with. So let's see if Ellicott can really get a push going, especially since Chroma is doing a really good job of defending the mid control here now, especially with those strikes, potentially trying to go for a second push here.
Fallerr.
Wire, 30 seconds left. You see these 2 specials in Chroma Vortex's pockets here, preparing for this inevitable attack, because it is Ellicott's tournament on the line, at least for their grand finals here. But time is running out. Shetty does have bubble to potentially go in, but the Zuka is there. 15 ticks left. You see V-Rect with the edit on this left side, just trying to rain down hell from anywhere, trying to see if they can find any Ellicott members. 5 seconds are left. Overtime looms. It will be one final effort and one final hurrah for Ellicott, but will it be enough?
Yeah, we only have one special, 2 specials now ready on the side of Illichit. Need to be careful on how they run this here. The V-Edit being able to grab this ball here. Can they push in without getting caught by everything firing at them? No, it's just going to be on the side of Inko here. They have to get Inko down from that position if they want to be able to continue this push. If Inko doesn't get caught and instead gets a pick here, it's going to make things very difficult. But here comes the jump, and they get that clam, and it's a complete switch. Whoa, man.
So, did you catch what happened? No? Let's look at that from my perspective.